Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Fab episode
Today, hello to all you lovely new subscribers.
and
You know what? You've been so good lately. I've got a present just for you.
Oh, thank you. Why?
You always talk about the importance of the presents, and I know how much the presents means to you, so I got you one.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, but no thank you. I'm good.
Why?
I just don't need it.
No, you have to have it.
But I don't want it.
Yours. I made it for you. You have to have it.
Thank you, but no thank you.
No. Here, take it. Take it. No, it's yours.
I definitely don't want your present now. Thank you.
where were we? Sorry about
Okay, question for you. Who does the present belong to in that scenario? Me? Or it belongs to, right? Doesn't belong to me, belongs to them. So the person who's offered the gift, if they don't accept it, it belongs to the person who is giving the gift. The exact same thing applies when someone is rude to you, when they insult you, when they disrespect you. If you do not accept it, who does it belong to? It belongs to them. So this episode is about how to not get offended. Because, oh my goodness, are we living in the time outrage culture? You seem to be morally superior if you're outraged and offended by everything. It's exhausting. Do you really want to live the next year, let alone the next 2, 3, 5 years, constantly reacting to what other people say and constantly on guard to make sure you're not triggered? If that's how we choose to live, we are giving away our power. Let me tell you a quick story. One time I was invited to give a talk to these executives in the area of customer service. There were about 40 executives in the room. When I give my keynote, I get really passionate about it. I feel like I'm channeling something, so I'm quite energized. I tell these stories and so on. And hopefully people feel the energy and we kind of feed off each other. Anyway, I finished my talk. The person in the front row asked this question. Everyone in the room could hear.
Yes, I have a question, yeah. Were you previously a man?
After that, all I could see were a bunch of mouths and eyes aghast. And then looks of disgust. How did I react? So, let me get this clear. You want to know if I was previously a man, is that right? I can confirm I have always been a woman, but thanks for the question. And then I moved on to the next one. I was not offended. There was a moment after we asked that question where I was like, what the? But then there was this gap. I had this gap of silence, and then I thought, well, I'm not assuming he has ill intentions. I don't think anyone could possibly have ill intentions and ask that question, because if anything, it makes them look bad, not me. Funny thing is, everyone else in the room was offended for me. I was actually more fascinated by that. I was like, wait a second, everyone else is really offended. Why? He didn't offend them. You get to choose how you react. They chose to be offended. I chose not to be. Had I gone home and got completely offended and angered, thinking like, did I forget to thread my moustache before I left the house? I just went home and had a lovely, peaceful afternoon. You get to choose how you react. I actually learnt this early on when I was about 11 years old. I used to be much darker when I was younger. I don't know what happened. I think it probably just became lighter as it stretched out. I didn't know what racism was at the time. I used to play in the playground and these kids would come up to me and start calling me Key, Brownie. I went crying to the teacher and the teacher said, Anise, what's the matter? And I cried and I explained why. And the teacher said, did you know, Anise, their parents spend lots and lots of money to go to hot countries every year just so they can become the same colour as you. So the joke is on them. And when I heard that, I thought, wow. When I was a teenager, of course, there was even more racism with kids. When they call me P and all of these, I would just think, wow, is that the best you've got? You poor thing. Okay. And then you say even meaner, go back to your own country. I'm already here. Thanks for your concern though. And it drove him nuts. And he didn't call me that ever again because he could see it wasn't offending me. I'm not suggesting racism is okay or sexism or anything that highlights a difference. It's not okay. But expecting someone to stop saying the word doesn't stop their intention. They could say the nicest things to you, but their intentions are ill. Later on, that guy just stopped saying those things to me and we just didn't interact anymore because he knew it wasn't getting to me. If he knew it got to me, do you think he would have continued? Of course he would. I took my power back by refusing to accept his gift, and I continue to do that to this day. That's why I don't get offended. I refuse to accept their gift, and that's how you can take your power back and never be offended. Ever. You get to choose. We always have a choice. And I'm not saying you should be a doormat, not at all. But if we live our life expecting and waiting for everything to be perfect, for us to be okay, for you to be okay, that's such a disempowering place to be, isn't it? Isn't it better to take back your power? Your power comes from choosing. You get to decide what you react to and how you react to things. That's a way more powerful way of being, isn't it? And also, this applies to criticism. Sometimes you need criticism and feedback to get better. So if we're constantly offended and upset when we get criticism and feedback, how are we ever going to grow? So this culture of getting offended or being outraged is stopping us from evolving. It's stopping us from growing individually, but also as a species, as a human species. We're never going to grow and evolve if we're stuck in this place of outrage and constantly being offended. So my challenge for you today is to reclaim your power. You decide whether you accept those gifts or you refuse them. You get to decide every day. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, please share. Thank you to all of you lovely subscribers. I will see you next week. More goodies for you. If there's a question I can help you with, share with me in the comments below. What can I help you with? I'd love to create something that can serve you. All right, I'll see you in another video. Bye.
So, where was I?
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, try and throw it like, try and make that hit, but not the corner.
No, I did throw it.
Did you?
Like flat
Okay,
out.
this is aim up here. Okay.
Maybe not your head. Maybe I should throw it. Where is it?
Huh? No, go on. Go for my head. Okay, let's just try. Okay. Okay, let's just do practice first. Go on. See?
It rotates. It rotates. So I think I should throw your shoulder.
Okay, no, let's try it one more time. Okay. So, where was I?
Oh, she feels bad.
Did you enjoy that? No, okay, she's shy. She's shy. Okay, let's do it one more time. Hold on, one more time. Hold on. Okay. So, where were we?